Hello and welcome to another episode of Putting Life Back into Death. I've just finished with some clients who came to see me for a will. Husband and wife had young children, and obviously we talked about guardianship for those children. And I'll share the conversation with you in a moment, but it made me think that there are so many people out there that have a misconception around guardianship. Guardianship is essentially choosing people to look after your minor children if you die, both parents die, when the children are still minors, under 18. And as happens with many clients, this couple thought that the godparents would take the children. There was a bit of a discussion around that, and I think the wife thought that her mum would take them, and the husband said, no, it will be the godparents, that's what we've chosen. The reality is, none of that is true. And they were very shocked to hear that unless they've appointed guardians, what happens is the children can become a ward of the court, and social services will decide where the children are placed. Now, that could be with the couple's family, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it would be. What would happen is, because the children are minors, social services would become involved, of course, and they would seek to look for the best interests of the children, to act in the best interest of the children, what they believe the best interest of the children. Now, together with the court, they would decide what that is, and if they believed that it's in the children's best interest to place them with their family, then so be it. If not, they could place them in foster care. One thing to consider is if there's more than one child, the children could be separated. The only way to get around that is obviously through a divorce, and a guardianship decision is made in court. But in the event that a couple want to stay together and don't want to get divorced, make a will, and in that will choose guardians for those children. Without that, you're placing your children at risk. So go see your handsome lawyer with a great haircut and write up a new will, and make sure you've got a guardianship clause in it. I'll speak to you next week for another tip on putting life back into death.